How you guys doing? Happy July 4th. We continue our NCAA football win total series. We continue in the MAC. We're at Kent State. Kent State, one of the worst teams in college football last year. They are our next focus, and they were just awful last year. Sean Lewis left for Colorado. There was a ton of players that left with him. They were starting freshmen on the offensive line. It was just not good. They opened the season losing 56-6 to UCF, then 28-6 to Arkansas. Expected losses, but still just getting destroyed. They got their first win of the year against Central Connecticut, but from there it just was not good. They had two games that were within 10 points. They lost to Akron on the road by 4 on November 1st. November 25th, their last game of the year, they lost to Northern Illinois by 10. They also kept it 28-14 at Eastern Michigan. But there's definitely some signs of growth with this program. First of all, at quarterback, they hopefully will get some quarterback play this year. Michael Almog is gone. Tommy Olatowski will be taking over. When he played last year, he was definitely the better of the two quarterbacks. Threw 7 touchdowns, only had 2 picks. They also bring in Troy transfer J.D. Sherrod. He's going to get a chance. If they can do anything better than Alamo, they're going to be a better team. They also have a good wide receiver in Christian McCray. McCray led the team with 41 grabs, 610 yards, and 4 scores last year. He did miss a few games, though. You've got Michigan State transfer Sebastian Brown. I think he's going to be a pretty solid player for a MAC team. They do need to find a run game. The run game struggled last year. They bring back all 5 offensive line starters, though. This is a young group overall. It revolves around 3 sophomores. They have a year of experience under their belt, though. That should improve. Gavin Garcia's back, 544 yards and 2 scores. Kai Thomas, who missed all last year, is going to be in the rotation as well. The offense should take a step forward. Now the defense has to. Defense had no pass rush, no run defense, couldn't get off the field. They were atrocious last year. They lost CJ West from the interior, but they've got some solid players. I think Messias Carroll is someone to watch. He's a pretty solid defensive end. What excites me the most, though, is actually the secondary. They don't return a lot in the secondary, but Alex Branch and Josh Baca both can tackle. They both apparently have gotten better as playmakers. They also they bring in Dallas Branch, who is from that San Diego State secondary. He was out most of last year, but still had 5 picks over the last 3 years. So he's not a bad defensive player overall. Overall, this team should take a step forward. When we look at their schedule, they're going to open the year with a loss. They're playing Pitt on August 31st. They're going to lose that game. They'll win the next game at St. Francis on September 7th, and then they're going to go get some paychecks. They're at Tennessee, they're at Penn State, and then they finally host Eastern Michigan for the bye. Most likely, they have 1 win at this point. They have some winnable games, though. October 12th, off a bye, they're at home against Ball State. They got to go to Bowling Green and Western Michigan, probably losses. Then there's another bye, and they're at home against Ohio before they go to Miami University. That's going to be a loss. And then I think the one that's going to decide if they hit their win total is November 19th against Akron. If you go back to the Akron video, we talked about that being a toss-up. We took the Akron under. This is one of the reasons why. This could be that 3rd win of the year for Kent State. If not, it might come the next week. If Buffalo's struggling under their new head coach, they could possibly get an upset at Buffalo November 26th. The way I look at it, there are definitely about 5 for sure losses. They're losing to Pitt, they're losing to Tennessee, they're losing to Penn State, and they're losing to Miami, and they're probably going to lose either Eastern Michigan or Western Michigan guaranteed. There's also probably 2 guaranteed wins. I think they beat St. Francis, and I think at home they're going to beat Akron. The question is, can they beat Ball State, Bowling Green, or Buffalo? I don't think Bowling Green's going to happen, but they could easily pull an upset in there. There's a lot of returning production for this team that's not very good, but at least they're all back for another year. I think they get another year of growth. Win total is set at 2.5 games everywhere. Most of them are heavily favored to the over. We are going to go ahead and take that, though. Over 2.5 is going to be at -145 on DraftKings. That's the best line you can get. So we will continue our series next as we head to Miami of Ohio and then Northern Illinois. We have 5 MAC teams left before we head to the Mountain West. If you like the content, check out my link tree. Visit the TikTok, X, YouTube, Discord. Make sure to like the video, comment on it, and share, and tell us who you're looking forward to in the Win Total series.